Here I Come. We hope we will get the riders at the appropriate points. One man, though, who's here to receive the first trophy presentation of the evening is the Silver Ski Rockets team manager. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, please, for John Sanford. John, what does it say on there?
The wise head.
The wise head it is, and certainly wise heads prevailed for the Rockets in the end. Took a little while, it seemed, for the Rockets to really get going in the season, but my God, you guys finished with a hell of a bang.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a shame that it took us so long to get going, but if only we could have 4 race points earlier in the season, we could have turned near defeats into wins, and we'd have finished second.
Having said that, though, every team has to rebuild when they win a championship. It's all about points limits and working within that, and to finish 4th and get into the playoffs and into a cup semi-final, all things considered, not a bad year.
Oh no, I mean, most clubs would be quite satisfied with that, but we like to set our stall a little bit higher than that.
Okay, I know we're going to hear a lot more from John as the night goes on, so for now, our team manager of the year, John Sanford. John will be back. Next on the agenda, I hope he can hear us, I know he's in here somewhere, his trophy award says Reaching for Stardom. He's the rider who's been flying high this year, the Bowen 747, Luke Bowen. Yeah, you're going to speak, come on over, Luke. And before we talk about your season as a whole, Luke, just a brief word about tonight. You squeaked into the semi-finals and you came so close to reaching the grand final.
Yeah, it was good tonight. I didn't feel that quick in my first few rides, and then obviously I was talking to Lewis Bridger, and he said do this, and I changed this thing, and the bike was totally going forward after that, and in the semi-final I felt really quick, and shame I didn't get him going towards the line, but that's the way Speedway goes.
Well, what about your year as a whole? I mean, I'm the stats guy here, 6.5 point average, including those bonus points. It really was a true breakthrough year for you.
Yeah, the old average is on the up, and that's the main thing for me, and obviously I've improved on it from last year, and well, yeah, I've had a really good year and I'm really happy with it.
And of course you've got nothing to prove at all around Rye. I mean, fantastic average around Rye, but you're getting the points away, and that's a big plus.
Yeah, that was my aim for this year, and obviously next year it's going to be even better. Obviously I've built on everything. I had my rod out the leg in the winter, and that was a big plus for me, because that was always on the back of my mind last year, obviously riding with a metal rod in my leg, and the circumstances would have been quite bad if obviously I crashed with it in, but got it out in the winter, and obviously I haven't been thinking about that, and this year I've just been building on everything I've done, and my away performances, I've gone better everywhere this year than I did last year.
Okay, and to put you on the spot, any particular thanks you want to hand out at this stage?
Yeah, I'd just like to take the chance to thank Len and Hazel. Obviously I just want to do a little presentation for myself. If you'd like to come up, Len.
Let's get Uncle Len up.
Hopefully you'll enjoy it. And I'd like Hazel to come up as well as another personal thank you.
That's not the lemonade.
Couldn't afford that.
And there it is, reaching for some. Go on, Luke.
Yeah, and everyone that's helped me, and all the fans, obviously, like everyone pretty much, my family, everyone that I've put in the programme, just everyone that makes Rye House happen, and everyone that's given me the confidence and stuck by me over the years. I just want to say I've got endless thank yous to everyone that's helped me. Thank you.
And let's put a big thank you together for the Bowen 747 Luke Bowen. Okay. Well done, Lukey. Next on the agenda, I really do hope he's in the room now. I hope he is, Lisa. It says here, he's the recipient of the Over the First Hurdle Award. It's Danny Halsey. Danny, please. All right, looks as though we'll have to reel Danny in just a moment. If you see him, sort of push him in our direction, we'll hook him in here. Now this one here is going to receive his award in absentia. Ian Little, his mechanic, is going to come and receive the award in just a moment for the rider who's been nominated the Great North Star. Of course, it is Stefan Ekberg. Ian, I know you're here. I saw you just a minute ago. Where are you? Ian Little, please, to the front of the room. He's coming. Let's have a big cheer as well for Ian. That's the North Star's mechanic. And I know, Ian, you've got the difficult moment now saying a few words on behalf of Stefan Ekberg. He really is such a popular guy. It's such a shame the way his season has ended.
Yeah, it's extremely sad occasion for Stefan not being here, but I'm sure Stefan won't mind saying that, you and the supporters, many thanks on behalf of Stefan and his family for all the support, especially last week with the collection. He was totally dumbfounded in terms of the amount of money that he collected. So on behalf of Stefan and his family, many, many thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Ian. Full of future promise, it says here. With that in mind, let us call to the stage the Meerkat, Robert Meir. And Robert, just before we go any further here, can I ask you not to take a step back and away from you? Have you calmed down now?
Just about.
A word, because I know the guys want to hear this. You obviously had a perspective on what happened in the grand final there. Do you want to tell the crowd just how you saw it?
Well, he fell off in front of me, whatever happened. But, I didn't think it was my fault, and neither did anyone else, so...
Well, good to see you back in that rerun and in the grand final as well. You look at your season as a whole. I know you said this time last year here in the bar, it's Premier League or bust for me next year, and that next year it certainly wasn't bust.
No, everything went well, better than expected really, but can't really say nothing else. Everything just went right.
And obviously starting to set your goals now, maybe for 2009.
Yeah, obviously, just improving my average hopefully. And if everything went as good as it did this year, just a little bit better, then everything will work out.
Okay, and a few thanks from you?
Yeah, obviously I'd like to thank my mum and dad, for sorting everything out, and my mum does all my kit and that. My dad helps a lot on the bikes, and then Tony, my mechanic, and Fluff, they do wonders in the pits. Obviously Elvis and Louise for coming and supporting, my brother. All my mates that turn up, everything helps, and a big thanks to Len and Hazel. They've helped me out a lot this year. Really got me, where I wanted to be. So.
And he certainly was where he wanted to be. Ladies and gentlemen, the Meerkat, Robert Meir. Next on the agenda, the honorary recipient of the Onward and Upward Award 2008, the Tommy Gun, Tommy Allen. And Tommy, it really has been onward and upward. Yet again, some great steady progress. You put your average up and you're where you want to be.
To start off with, I'd just like to clarify that I think Robert should have been excluded. It's been a good year. I've enjoyed it once again. I've been back here a few years now, and I love it. And again, we've had a good team. We challenged for the title.
Let's bring it over. Maybe that's Robert getting his own back, I don't know, but yeah, as you say.
Where was I? Yeah, we had a good year. We challenged for the title, but it didn't quite come off this year, so hopefully we'll be back next year and get the title back again.
I know you eventually had to split up the TT Racing partnership between yourself and Ty Wolfenden at 3 and 4. You went into that number 5 slot. That puts a lot of pressure on a rider, effectively riding a sort of third heat leader role, but you really did seem to respond to it really well.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Over the last couple of years, I've really enjoyed riding with Ty. And the move to number 5 I think was good for me, it put a little bit more pressure on my performances. I needed to do it, and it went good, and hopefully I'll be back there next year.
Okay, and as always, from all of the riders here, I know you've got a few personal thanks you want to pass on.
Yeah, it's the same as every year, really. You know, Hazel, Len, Silver Ski, Keith and Tina at Elmside, the fans, you know, everyone's been great, and I've really enjoyed my year.
And we've certainly enjoyed having you here. It's onward and upward in 2009 for the Tommy Gun. Tommy out. Well, I'm not going to break into song with this one, but the reference on the shield says leader of the pack. That can of course only mean the Silver Ski Rockets captain and the testimonial man this year, Mr. Big Stuff Christie. Chris, before we talk about your year as captain and your testimonial season, just a few words about tonight, because you look so hot, but a bad start at the start of the meeting and a bad start at your semi, unfortunately, ruled you off at the rostering spot.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed with tonight. Like I say, started off pretty bad in my first ride, felt horrible on the bike, and then after that it all came good, and I kind of knew, I had a feeling, sod's law, that it was all going to go wrong in the semi-final, and fortunately I got gate 1, and I hate gate 1, so it wasn't really the best for me, but I'd say disappointed, but hopefully be back next year to try and become the ace of hearts.
Now we talk about the Rockets campaign, as we said to John Sanford there, when a team has to rebuild when it's just won a championship, it makes it so difficult to get into the semi-finals of the playoffs. I know, again, a very positive performance all round from a captain's point of view.
Yeah, of course, you know, we come in for a lot of criticism. People seem to think we're rubbish away from home and what have you, but about the bonus points we'd be in trouble, but we've managed to get into that top 4 again, and you know, might have left it late, but we knew with the fixtures we had that we were confident we could do it, and I'm just proud of all the boys for doing that. You know, it's a great bunch of young lads, and I'm really proud of all of them, so good on them.
Absolutely. I want to pick on one rider here, obviously as a member of the team. Ian Little said a few words about Stefan Egberg, and a guy who battles back from adversity. You know, he started the year with a broken jaw, he had injuries through the year, and of course we know what happened at Kings Lynn, but if ever there's an example to the team, to Speedway in fact, of a guy who can bounce back, it's him.
Yeah, of course, you know, but you can't just single one person out. Unfortunately, what happened to Stefan, it's a terrible thing, and but like I say, all the boys this year really put a lot of effort in, and it was a nice mixture, you know. Stefan's obviously got the older experience head, and I've been around a long time now and seen a lot, and then we've got the younger guys coming through, you know, sort of Robert and Ty bringing their youthful enthusiasm, and obviously Luke and myself and Tommy have been here a while now, and then Danny came in, and I'm ever so proud of Danny and what he achieved this year, because it's kind of, you know, steady progress, and like I say, I'm just really proud of the team and what we achieved, especially towards the end of the year.
And just a word about yourself, obviously huge testimonial year for your big build up to what was a key point in your life with our meeting just a few weeks ago, and the sun shone on you.
Yeah, it was a really good meeting. I was really pleased with that. It's something I've been looking forward to for a long time, and you know, it probably took a bit of stress off once that had finished, and I think my scoring has definitely improved since then, but you know, it was a really big moment, and to have it here at a club that means so much to me, it was, you know, fantastic, and for me to say that, being a Wolverhampton supporter all my life, to have my testimonial here meant the world to me, so it says great things about Rye House.
Is Sam Malenko talking to you after the prank you pulled on him?
Yeah, I think he's annoyed with Rob Woofy though. It was his idea, we'll blame him.
Okay, and lastly, as always, a few votes of thanks.
Yeah, obviously, same as everyone else, got to say thank you to Len and Hazel and Silver Ski and all the other guys that put in the effort behind the scenes, you know, to make it such a well-run club. My sponsors, I've got to thank Keith and Tina and Russell and Ron from Hill Place and Peter Brooks, and all my family who have always supported me throughout my career. You know, it's not just been a couple of years at Speedway, it's been since I've been sort of 4 or 5 years old, supporting me through it all, and I've got to say a big thank you to all them, and also I've got to thank the track staff, ambulance people, all the supporters who come every week and support us. Yeah, cheers Gav. I've got to thank all these people, and if I've left anyone out, I'm sorry, but big thanks to all the fans and to all the track staff and people that make the club run, from all the riders.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Captain Christie. You know who's coming next when you see that this one says simply sensational? It's simply Ty Woofenden. And Ty, before we talk about your own simply sensational year, obviously took a few knocks tonight. How's the ankle? How's things?
Yeah, no, it's alright. You have them days, and just got to forget about it and get on with it.
Obviously the year as a whole, dare I say, could it have gone any better?
not really. It's gone great. You know, it started last year when I made the step into the Premier League and just kept working on it from there. And Tommy, cheers for helping me out with the team riding and all that for the last bit of the first year and the start of this year. And like you said before, I think it was good that you got to take the step up and improve your riding, as well as Danny got thrown in at the deep end. Chris, great captain. And yeah, just the rest of the boys. You know, I'm not going to go through and bore everyone.
Of course, it's not quite over for you. Still got a shot at defending your under-18 title. That would give you 3 national championships in the bag.
Yeah, no, you know, I want to keep getting them under my belt and take confidence in me into the Elite League next year.
Of course, you've got a key support team behind you. A chance for you to say thank you.
Yeah, where do I start? Len, Hazel, all my sponsors, Mum and Dad, massive, helped me out. John O'Burks, my mechanic and my best mate. All the boys in the team again. One person that no one said yet that I think needs a big thanks is John Stanford.
Round of applause again for John, please.
And yeah, all the fans as well. And it's just been Rye House is a great setup, and everyone that rides from, yeah, they should think it's lucky.
Absolutely. If we do have to say farewell to you as you depart for the Elite League, it's a huge farewell, and a farewell with a smile to Ty Woofington. Simply sensational, no doubt about it.
Remember us when you're famous!
In there somewhere.
Next presentation to be made here. If we can ask for John Sanford to please return to the presentation area. He's got the Sanford Trophy to present. He's going to say a few words behind it for those who don't know its significance, and then announce this year's winner. John, what's it all about?
In memorial to my mother and father, who were lifelong rocket supporters.
I was supposed to show you that one.
The trophy each year for the most entertaining rocket of the season. And for the second year running, Ty Woofington.
As well.
I hope we haven't lost him at this point. Here he comes back, Ty Woofington. A few words of acceptance, Ty?
Thanks. Yeah, no, like I said before, I said it all before, so I'm not going to say it again.
Alright, thanks there from Ty Woofington. He takes home the Sanford Trophy. And now at this point, before we even get to the Mr. Rocket and the Mr. Cobra Awards, a very important man is going to speak to us. It's said that the future is bright. I can tell you the future is silver. It's the Rye House promoter, Uncle Len Silver.
Well, for me this has been quite an astonishing year, because if you recall, at the end of last year we had to decimate our winning side, and to rebuild a team that was good enough to challenge for honours was quite a task. But the boys rose to the task, and in fact I think that we were extraordinarily unlucky not to be at the top of the league at the end of the season. We went away from home 3 times in the early part of the season. Every single match of those 3 we should have won. We were unlucky to lose them. When we got to the playoffs, which nobody thought we were going to do, but we made it to the playoffs, and there we were extraordinarily unlucky not to beat Kings Lynn. We only have to look at what happened at Kings Lynn, and we all know that. It wouldn't have taken very many points for us to have been up there, and we would have been then challenging Edinburgh for the playoff final place. I don't have any doubt in my mind that had that been us against Edinburgh, and I don't know the result at Kings Lynn tonight, no idea.
52-38.
Sorry?
52-38.
So Edinburgh went through. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Edinburgh. I personally have no doubt with the team we had at the end of the year, the way the boys had come on, that would have been us. I don't doubt that for 1 second. And I want you to recall my words at the beginning of the season, this year, in March, and I told the press, and it was published publicly, my comments, and I said, we have a side that can challenge for honours, but we won't make the run until the second half of the season, because that's when we'll come good. My words were more than true. I'm honoured to have the riders with me that we have. It's been an absolute pleasure to have Ty in our team. I've always said it's been a privilege, and it has been. I certainly wish him well in his future, whatever that is, and that we all know could be the sky is the limit for Ty, and our hearts will always be with him. In the meantime, of course, my winter time's job, as always, is to rebuild the team for next year with our missing rider, maybe riders. I don't know what the situation is with Stefan at the moment. He's currently in hospital, as you know. The doctors have said that he's going to take 6 months to recover. We don't know the truth of that. We don't know what Stefan's views of all that will be. He is, after all, a family man with 3 young girls, 3 young children. So it will be a very big decision for Stefan to make.
We love you, very good.
So we do love him. Absolutely we love him. A very brave rider. And I must tell you, Stefan absolutely loves Rye House. He loves Rye House. And it's been terrific having him with us, like all the boys. I can assure you that I already have in my mind various combinations of riders in my head for the team next year, dependent upon what the rules are. But the biggest rule of all is for your continued support, which I love to bits, and I thank you all for that.
Before we go on any further, we do this every year, but it's appropriate certainly once again for Len, Hazel, everybody involved behind Rye House. Can we have 3 big cheers, please? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! And before we go any further as well, we've got our pits marshal, Steve Webber, who has a certain surprise for us. This seems an appropriate point. Steve. The Hazel and Len and special friends, it says here. Explain, please.
55.
Well, I had a break away for 5
1993?
years from working here during the day.
Close,
And 5 months ago, they give me the chance to come back
very
here,
close.
which has changed my whole life.
A lovely card there.
I looked after my mother-in-law for 5 years, and I wasn't able to come down here during the day. But I did go to another club for a little while, and give me the incentive to perhaps come back here and enjoy myself again. I've got a couple of little gifts that I would like to give to Hazel and Len. I'm sorry for this.
That's all right, Steve. Let's have a big cheer, please, for Steve Webb as he presents those to Len and Hazel. And once again, huge round of applause, please, for Steve Webb.
He's got to, hasn't he? He's got to get 18.
Alright, we've got 2 more presentations to make here. We hope he's here. If he is, please send him forward now. It's the Mr. Cobra Award. Of course, the Cobras are in action at Stoke in the Conference League 4s. One of them is a member here tonight. He's been riding his socks off and received another award earlier on as a Silver Ski Rocket. I can tell you the Mr. Cobra Award for 2008 has gone to Danny Halsey. Is he here? Danny, if you're here, give us a wave so we can see you here. Seems as though we've lost Danny Halsey at the moment, so we're going to move on with the other award. This one is the Mr. Rocket Award for 2008. I know that this rider is most definitely in the building. Not only is he the recipient of this award, but quite arguably he's also been the most popular rocket this year, and it's certainly shown tonight. The Bowen 747. Did you see that one coming?
No, really, obviously, because we've got Ty who goes out and wins nearly every race, and I thought it'd be him again, to be honest with you. But no, I'm totally gobsmacked with this.
And obviously it's the public who made it possible for you.
Yeah, obviously I've been down here since I first started, and obviously Len's seen me come from like scraping the fence to driving up the corners and being in front of other riders. But no, I've come from nothing, and obviously every one of the fans in here probably have seen me come from nothing. I'm local, and obviously that's a big bonus, and I've just got so much support, and I really appreciate it from everyone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. He is Mr. Rocket 2008. There's a special vote of thanks from Harlow Hospital to Luke Bowen, who've not seen him this year, so they appreciate no pressure there. Yes, an appropriate response from the Bowen 747. Well, that's about it for the formalities. We've got Matt's Disco providing our entertainment tonight. The night is young. We've got a long winter to get through, so let's party down as the night goes on. Matt, it's up to you.